and figure out how to blend them all in so that you don't have people lost and going all over the place, which sometimes happens anyway because it's a lot to manage your voice, somebody else's thoughts, your notes. Make sure your timing is good depending on what app you're using, so that happens sometimes. But I try my best to always bring the point back. So I had to research how to do it. I had to watch people. I had to look at some of these people on my own Instagram and how great a job they do. I had to learn. And I hope I'm sounding better at this point. I hope my voice is rounding into shape. If not, that means I still got more learning to do. But I am starting to feel more confident. 39 episodes in, a year later. I took a break, but still, good things come from it. I can only get better if I keep doing the work. The work in this case just means the research. But what I'm not going to let you guys continue to do is to scapegoat us and nail us to the cross. Us meaning former Jehovah's Witnesses, apostates, your favorite word. I hope you looked that word up. I've said it before. All it means is you change what you think. Just like I changed what I thought about podcasts from when I started to where I am now. That's the natural progression of a human being. You're not going to keep nailing us to the cross. You're not going to keep down talking us as if we are giving you something that's not true and factual. Because we're asking you to think. Because we're giving you things that you already know. You already know what we're saying is accurate because you still live it every day. But even if you don't say nothing to nobody, because you can't, because you're worried about the blowback from it. And I've said this to you guys before. Every night before you go to bed, you know what's good for you. You know what's bad for you. You know what you did right and you know what you did wrong. And those things play in your mind right before you go to sleep. Don't lie to yourself. When you have them bad dreams, because you're worried about something. When your health is bad, it's because much of the time something's wrong in your head, meaning you're concerned, you're stressed. You're not going to make us seem like the bad guy. I'm not going to allow it out on my podcast. You're not going to continue doing that to us, to me. Like something's wrong with me, labeling us. That's the other part of the truth tellers, right? We get labeled mentally diseased. How is it that a company that wishes death and destruction every day, that has told you, just trust us, don't take any blood, you just die here on the gurney, you and your child, don't celebrate your birthday, don't do anything that builds you and encourages you. We're giving you all this disease because of the stress we're putting on your body. How is it that somebody that gives those instructions and then you follow them, you are in no way, shape, or form able to call me mentally diseased because I'm saying, hey, wait a minute. There's something wrong with that. And you're following blindly. Okay, I'll do it. Kill me and my kids. I'm making fun, but I'm not. And honestly, if I could just shoot straight with y'all, I'm tired of talking nice about this stuff. This is some dumb shit you're doing that we have to pay for. Us. Now all of us, people like us, we're labeled. And depending on how much you talk, you're probably going to end up on somebody's list. Because of people like you who staunchly refuses to take on the responsibility of thinking. That, my friend, is mentally diseased. That is what that apparatus is for. To think, to process, to do, to build, to grow. You're supposed to exercise that muscle. Not your faith muscle. Because there's really no muscle called faith. But there is a muscle called the brain. A mass. Not even a muscle, it's a mass. 3 pounds. That's physical. That's real. Your faith isn't. Having faith in a stupid ideology, having faith in something that never provides, is mentally diseased. Killing your loved ones with no medical backing, let me say it again. Killing, and that sounds harsh, but that is what you're doing. Killing your loved ones because a company with no medical background has told you, we think this is how you should do it, how you should operate on this subject of blood. When there are medical doctors in there fighting to keep you alive, and you're letting the elders fight to send you to your dirt, to the death. That is mentally diseased. Learn how to think. That is what the process of gaining information does for you. It teaches you how to think, how to weigh information, how to weigh that information with your life experience, how to weigh that with your intuition. Weigh all that stuff and make the right move for you. That's what it does. Teaches you how to think. Why is that such a horrible thing for you? Because you've never had that responsibility, especially if you were born in. If you were born in and you're still in that joint, in that religion, you have never, ever had a chance to exercise your muscles of discipline and thinking, because it's all been done for you. You are what we call, what do they call it? Not square, but I guess square too, right? But kept, right? Silver spoon. Everybody's done everything for you. The governing body's done everything for you. Hey, be quiet. Don't ask no questions. Do what we tell you. Here's what you say. This is how you say it. This is when you go say it. But in reality, if you just for a minute get in touch with what I'm saying, it will change your whole world. It doesn't mean all the problems go away, but you can eliminate a lot of them. I promise you that. You can eliminate a lot of stuff if you just start thinking. You can eliminate a lot of people that aren't good for you, that are hanging on, that are parasitic. Get them up off you if you start realizing, man, this chick is always lying. Why do I need that in my life? Who does that sound like? The governing body. What do their lies sound like? New Light. If there's somebody in your life right now that you know, and probably from the past that you got rid of because they were always lying, why ain't you got rid of the governing body yet? They always lying. They can't disprove nothing we out here saying. Nothing. And that's what this is about. Thinking. Think about what I just said to you. They can't disprove anything we said. Matter of fact, we have them in court acknowledging everything we've been saying. In court. C-O-U-R-T. Court. I better stop talking crazy because I can't even get my spelling right. But do you hear me? Thinking. Why aren't you thinking about that? Well, they said they had all these, the apostates said they had all these child sex abuse cases, but the governing body ain't told us nothing. They don't have to. Go look at the court case. They're not going to tell you. Just like they're not going to tell you to think highly of yourself, to take care of yourself, reject all things that can't be proven. Maybe not reject them, but think about things, verify things, work on yourself, celebrate your birthday, tell somebody else happy birthday. That's your life. That is the day you were born. Why is that a bad thing for you? Think before it's too late. We are really late in the game now. Really late in the game. I have a saying that I came up with. Get your mind off cruise control and start thinking. Your minds have been on cruise control, and the thinkers and the truth tellers have been throwing rocks at you, tapping your shoulder, throwing boulders at you, honking the horn. Hey, you're going the wrong way. Honk, honk. Move over to the right a little bit. If you keep going left, you're going to wreck. And this is you. Okay. Boom. Wrecked in a hospital. Ready to die over nothing. Boom. Wrecked. Family exploded, splintered apart. Now nobody talking. Boom. Your health is bad. Anxiety. Alcoholism. I didn't see anywhere in any study, anywhere, no article I've read where being balanced and, doing things that are beneficial to you, taking care of your health, having positive self-talk, that internal discussion you have with yourself. Because for many of us, and I know because I come from it, that's how I raised us. Poor self-talk. You ain't gonna be able to do that. You ain't strong enough. You ain't this. You ain't that. You hear me? There's nothing wrong with exercising your muscles of discipline, your muscles of thinking, and your muscles of truth-telling. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. Truth-telling to yourself. Nobody's asking you to get on a national stage and point out all these faults nationally. We're not asking you to do that. We're just asking you to take care of your life, think about your life, be a truth teller in your life, but most importantly, to yourself. Because mom and dad, your decision to not think, your decision not to be a truth teller, because if you're telling the truth, you know the Jehovah's Witness organization is not good for you, but your decision to do that is affecting me. Your kid, your son, your daughter, your wife, your husband, your brother, your mom, your dad is affecting them. Your decision to do nothing willfully is becoming a problem. It's been a problem. Using your mind in a way that you haven't previously used it is the true blessing from Jehovah. For those of you that believe in God, that is the true blessing. That makes Jehovah's heart rejoice. Oh, my son down there is finally getting it together. My daughter's finally starting to see what I've been trying to show her through these people that they keep calling us apostates. They're taking the blinders off. They're listening to the thinkers and the truth tellers. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you as usual for stopping by. And before I go, I want to say this last thing, which comes from the opening audio from Neil deGrasse Tyson. Quote, "When you know how to think, it empowers you far beyond those who are told what to think." End quote. Until next week, January 27th, 2021, once again, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and your brains working. I'll see you next week.